about. Singapore skyline rising high. Find your place, reach and fly. Kopi and Keys, unlock your destiny. Kopi and Keys, where you wanna be. Property coded, dreams in motion. The shell and BK, pure devotion. Kopi and Keys. Celeste beats a luxury. Your home, your wealth, your liberty. Michelle, Dan, and Coach BK, guiding you all the way. Kopi and Keys, unlock your destiny. Kopi and Keys, where you wanna be. Property coded, dreams in motion. Michelle and BK, pure devotion. Kopi and Keys, Kopi and Keys. Kopi and Keys. Kopi and Keys.
Welcome to Kopi and Keys. I'm DK here with Michelle, the co-host, and also we have a special guest, Mike. So, Michelle, what's up?
Yo, hi everyone. Michelle here, real estate agent, and then here with BK Han, hosting some of these coffee sessions with a lot of other prestige people in this industry. Okay, so today we have Mike. Hi, Mike. Hello.
Hi, thank you,
Yeah,
BK
hi.
and Michelle, for having me here. Yeah, I'm very honored to
Yeah,
be
Mike.
now.
Yes, you're very honored to have you here today. Also, I heard you're the one of the pros in industrial property. Yeah. Can you introduce yourself a bit more?
Okay, basically, I have been starting to do commercial properties right from the start 10 years ago. So this is why we have a mass experience in this industry. Yeah. So that's how we started, basically.
Awesome. Okay, but why do you choose to end up with industrial at the end of the day? Because
I
most
was,
people choose residential, right? But why do you choose industrial commercial?
You're right. I was from a corporate background, so the people I know is business owner and industrial people. So it's actually easier for me to actually transit from my corporate profile to real estate in industrial and commercial. Yeah, that is why I already know them, so they really trust me, so it's easier to connect.
Ah, I see. That's why you choose this line. Okay, then can I ask, what do you have for us here today?
Right, I'm going to share with you something that is interesting. So I'll leave the thinking hat to you all to think whether it makes sense or not. But just some quick sharing because we have we have limited time. So I'll just share one point that will actually which is good enough to actually make the right decision. Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead. We'd like to hear more.
Okay. So basically, as you know, if you're investors or you're the end user for industrial property and commercial properties, right? For industrial, we don't have 60 years lease releasing by the government anymore. So usually, right now we have 20 years for JTC and about 30 years for those normal private factories. So once the government release the land itself, after construction, the fastest you can do is about 2 years or 3 years. So if it's complete the whole building within 2 years, it's very fast. Then you have a balance lease of about 28 years, right? And this is one of the factors. I will touch base on the banking side late on another section. So 28 years left. These are the new projects. So compared with the existing those that are 60 years property. So I'll make a comparison. I will not say the new launch name for to you, so that you, I mean, we'll share it privately because these are ongoing sales. So as you can see from the table here, we have pulled out the data from square foot, and this is Premier at Kaki Bukit. So it's a 60 years lease from 2010. So you work backwards, right? It's left about 40 over years. So as compared to this, if you compare with the new launch in Tampines area, I will not quote the project name, they have only about 28 years. But surprisingly, the selling price is actually around the same. So it gives us a very good potential that is, a price point for it to go up. First thing is scarcity. Second thing is longer lease and price around the same price. So, like for example, those properties like Kaki Bukit for Premier, you can get about 1.5 to 1.6 million, that kind of range, right? So you will T-Connect over at Tampines side, right? So it's around that price point as well. So we can see there's a huge potential as well. So now I'm going to move into the unit itself. Let me take a look. Also share one of the points to let you all understand how we look into it. Just give me the video, right? So I'm going to share a video with you. So to look at a 286 square meter unit, which is about 3,000 square feet, how it looks like. Yeah. But the usable size is about 1,005. So usually, what I would say that usually for investors or end user, you have got to be very careful in terms of the unit size, because there will be airspace, especially those with 6 meter ceiling height. So you got to be very careful when you look at this, the strata title. I mean, strata size. It may not be usable area. Yeah. So let me just play this here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
Yeah. So this is the unit itself.
But maybe you would like to wind down the music. Yeah, correct. Then we can hear what you say.
Yeah. So let me just lower it down. Yeah. So is it better now?
Yep.
So this is typical size of a 1,005 square feet unit in the industrial. So if you want, usually the wall in between can be broken down and then adjoining units together to make a bigger space. So as you can see, actually we are doing a handing over of this unit to a new tenant. They are actually moving in. So the new tenant is actually an authorized dealer for the brick system, a famous brick system. So you have a very strong tenant that is good paymaster. They are actually doing Brambro bricks, authorized dealer. Yeah. So not to so sometimes when we look at the industrial property, it's not just the property itself, it's also the tenant profile. Yeah.
Correct. You
So
must ensure that the tenants will be able to pay for the rent. They must be good paymaster. Yeah.
So as you can see, these are all the previous landlords items, but they just leave it for the new tenant, and this unit is actually clear out for the new tenant. Yeah.
Oh, but even after they clear, it still looks good, huh?
Yeah, so you can see there's a platform, right? Why they did it is a lot of industrial. Another thing is that they don't comply with the so-called the specification. That means when they are drilling down to the floor, right? They are supposed to elevate the floor before they put the hoist system inside. So most of the new tenant, they don't do the increased height of the flooring. So they actually drill into the structure. So which is wrong. So as you can see, this little platform, it used to have a hoisted car hoisting system there. So the right way is to elevate the floor, then you put the hoist in. So from there, we can, whenever we approach any unit, we will know whether it's illegal, whether it's legal structure itself. So this is how we actually add value to our client, whether this is legitimate, so they won't get into trouble later on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why agents are actually very important, because you are down in the market every day, on the ground
Yes.
every day. So we know what are the can do's, cannot do's, don't
Yes.
do's, things to look out for. Yeah, so this is actually very important, because if not, then you will have to pay your lessons with money.
Yes, you have to reinstate. You know, the if you
Mm.
damage the structure of the building, you will have to pay for it lah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Good.
I mean, you have to make
Mm.
do with it. The MCSD will come after you. Yeah. So these are
Correct.
some of the
Correct.
things, and we do
Mm.
face. I mean, we do help our tenants to manage the MCSD and
Mm.
all those because they'll be running business. There will be
Mm.
multiple issues, like
Mm.
car park
Mm.
issues and encroaching
Mm.
issues that they have goods putting outside the unit. They will face issue as well. So these are
Mm.
the value add we do lah. Basically, yeah, advising them
Awesome.
what to do, what not to do.
Yeah, that's the right way. Okay, let us go into a short advertisement and then we'll back for another question. Yeah?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Kopi and Keys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kopi and Keys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. By Shelling knows the streets.
Hi, thanks everyone for coming back. Okay, so Mike, just one last question before we end this. What do
Sure.
you think is the outlook for industrial property for the next few years?
Wow, that's a $1 million question that you have. It's a good question. Very good. So
Fortune
basically,
telling time. Fortune telling time.
yes, version 10,
Yeah.
the crystal ball. So what we look into is actually the consumer, the demand for the products of the end use for the industrial property. As you can see, 1,000 to 1,005 to 3,000, or we add up 6 units together, we have that kind of size before. Is about 7,000 plus. So that kind of size units is meant for more of the SMEs, right? SMEs is dealing with more consumers rather than B2C, business to business, B2B. So it's if you're looking at those businesses that's doing in B2B, right, there will be a price point that you consumer can sustain. For example, a car wash, you know now is about $10 and we go up to about $15. Why? It's all because of the rental. Sadly, rental and also the labor costs. Labor costs have increased drastically, and the rental costs have increased drastically. That's why they have to compensate this for the higher price to actually cover their costs. Right. So we know there's a price point there. So when we focus on this kind of industry, we know that it's whether the consumer can actually absorb the difference. So of course, it still can go up, as you can see that if there is a price point, like for example, a new launch is so much cheaper. I mean, the resale is so much cheaper than the new launch. Then obviously you will move into the resale market, and then and with a longer lease. So rather than to jump into a new launch and hoping that the price will appreciate over time, as you know, same thing. We are dealing with the same consumer, so the consumer will definitely pick something that if it's a generic product, the consumer will pick the cheaper one. Like just now, what I share with you is Rambo Bricks authorized dealer. So usually those are hardcore. The profile is a bit different. They are rich. That's why we went. You have your brick system in place. You just change to a better bricks. So this profile is different. They are willing to spend. So this kind of business is good because the consumer is willing to spend, and they spend a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. So the other thing we look into in the industrial property, because of the going back to the other question, what is the industrial outlook for the next 1 or 2 years? It will be booming because of the AI and robotics. Why I say that is because a lot of data centers is required to back this up. For example, you'll be using ChatGPT and all those. They're actually storing the data that you are doing. So to customize your answer, I think your BK and you are expert in this field. So you know that how you are just one user. There are millions and millions of users, and there are more users on board. So they get more data and keep storing data until they reach a point that it is they can teach the AI to do that. Yeah.
And industrial is the only place that they can store all this data and machines, right? Because basically commercial is too expensive for them. So industrial is a way for them to utilize and maximize the space. Correct.
You're right. Exactly. So this is straight to the point, is because commercial properties in Singapore is very smart in the sense they already you already carve out 3 types of properties, which is retail, commercial and offices, then industrial property and residential. So these three, they don't mix. So why is because the industrial cost is always the lowest. So this is also to make sure that inflation, the end product that come out from the industrial side is not going to cause inflation to the consumers. So it stay competitive in the market. Yeah. Offices, obviously, you know, yeah, those big players, they're willing to pay.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for coming and joining us today. You gave me a very insightful outlook of what's going to happen in the industrial property. Okay. So anyone out there, if you are interested in the industrial property, please look for Mike. Can like him at what? M Singapore Property. Look
That's
for
right.
him. Oh yeah. Mike, what's your contact number? Can
My
you
contact number
say
is
that once?
81810258.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, if let's say you are really interested in industrial property or you need to understand further on this, please look for Mike or you can contact me as well. Okay. We'll try to link you up. Right. Thank you so much for Mike, for joining us today. Thank
Thank you,
you. We will
Vicky and
see you
Michelle. Have a good
guys
day.
again
See you
on the
again.
next
Thank you.
session. Yeah. Thank you
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Bye
Have a good day.
bye.
Kopi and Keys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kopi and Keys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Michelle knows the streets. Every door, every deal. BK Hans got the vision clear, making your future real. Singapore skyline rising high. Find your place, reach and fly. Kopi and Keys, unlock your destiny. Kopi and Keys, where you wanna be. Property coded, dreams in motion. Michelle and BK, pure devotion. Kopi and Keys. Market moves, they break it down. Wisdom serves, investment sound. Every question, every doubt, they'll show you what it's all about. Singapore skyline rising high. Find your place, reach and fly. Kopi and Keys, unlock your destiny. Kopi and Keys, where you wanna be. Property decoded, dreams in motion. Michelle and BK, pure devotion. Kopi and Keys. Celeste to luxury, your home, your wealth, your liberty. Michelle Dan and Coach BK, guiding you all the way. Kopi and Keys, unlock your